we spent time today looking at how it's distilled, water added to it, barreled, blended, bottled, almost everything else except where it spends the most time, here in the Rickhouse.
The long sleep.
And so here we are at the Rickhouse. And there are the barrels. Let's go check them out. So here we are, we're inside the Rickhouse, Randall.
That's right, and this is a relatively small one, as surprising as that may seem. 2,100 barrel capacity compared to the second Rickhouse, which has 22,000 barrels in its capacity, so much, much larger.
And you can see, even this one here though, but we're not full yet. So Sagamore Spirits has got a long way to go. They're gonna actually fill this with their own rye that they started distilling themselves in April. And they've only just begun.
That's right. And to fill this, we're talking about 9 deep per rick or row, or rack, depends on the terminology that you're using,
6
and
high.
6 high. So it'll be almost stabilizing a temperature inside this room, as that volume of liquid will kind of make it a little bit cooler in the summer and a little bit warmer in the winter months as well.
Look at all the barrels in here, Randall. All the bungs are right up on the top of the barrel.
You want to have it end up on the top so that it minimizes leakage. But there's a real art form to doing this. It's actually a trick that they use called clocking. If you look at the farthermost barrel, you can see that the bung has wound up on the top. And that means that when they started it in this corner or the front of the rick, they've placed the bung at a certain area, they've clocked it to that area, and then as it rolled back, they know that it'll take a certain number of revolutions, so it ends up for the 9th barrel back on the top.
Okay.
It has to change for the 8th, 7th, 6th, all the way up until this one, because you can imagine at 600 pounds apiece, once they're back there and you have this confined narrow space, it's difficult to get in there and make the adjustment. So the warehouse person that's doing this learns this, becomes good at it
Quickly.
or they pay the consequence
That's right.
of having to get in there and try and adjust it and redo it each time that they're loading up one of these ricks.
So remember that, folks. Clocking.
Fantastic sensory experience. The smells, the kind of like glow that's coming from the
The
light
feel,
through the
just
window.
general feel in the Rickhouse is really cool. And our visit today at Sagamore Spirits has been unbelievable, and they're making some great ryes.
That's right. If there ever was a cathedral filled with whiskey, I think that this would be the location.